Hey guys, Peyton Snakeback here again for another video for you guys today. This is upcoming movies number 147. There's pretty much a lot of good stuff here to talk about this week in this upcoming movie videos. There's a lot of Scream and Shout Factory stuff coming out. Probably 7 on this list to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Now this first one I read about it, and I heard they're going to be making this one. It's kind of funny too. I heard Cool Duder, Sean C. Phillips, he talked about this. That he hopes that they will make like a live action Disney movie of this, and which is The Little Mermaid, which is a remake, but it's a live action, like what they did with Beauty and the Beast. Now what they're doing with Dumbo, and I think they're doing it with Aladdin and The Lion King now. Yep. So yeah, there's another remake coming out. Alright, the next one. Now this is one of those ones where you have to bid on them on eBay, and they're like Blu-ray bootlegs. They're not like real Blu-ray releases, they're Blu-ray bootlegs, like they did it with like the Return to Sleepaway Camp and Clown House. And they basically these people, they're basically bootlegging like movies that are out of print, but they're not real copies. I mean, they're real releases, but they're bootlegged copy releases, like, if you guys know what I mean. And this is one that's never gotten a Blu-ray release yet, which is Children of the Corn Revelations Blu-ray bootleg, which is also known as Children of the Corn Part 7. Alright, the next one that's coming out is a movie called Party Bus to Hell on the Blu-ray. Alright, the next one, now this is going to air on ID, called On the Case with Paula ZAHN. It's a new season, of course. I don't know what season number there is, but I know she's done like a lot of seasons and a lot of episodes, which is all I know. Alright, so this next one, now this was a Horror Pack exclusive on Blu-ray, and I believe I think this is the movie that I am thinking of, the one that came out from Arrow Video. I think it was Arrow Video that released it, or it could have been another release, but it was that movie. It came with a limited exclusive jigsaw puzzle, a movie called Pieces. I think it's that same movie. I'm not sure. So I'm not signed up for the Horror Pack thing. Alright, now these next two here, because I know lately, probably every couple of months, Universal Studios releases movies that were put out in 1980s and stuff, and they put a lot of great stuff out and released them on Blu-ray. They did the Problem Child Blu-rays. Now they're doing the Chucky Blu-rays, which I'm pretty excited to get. The single packs, and they also are releasing the single packs of the Psycho movies, but one of them that they're releasing, I've never seen this one, but I'm kind of interested in getting it. It's Mr. Bean, the movie, on Blu-ray, so I am pretty excited to hit up on that. Because I did like the other movie that came out, Mr. Bean's Holiday, which that's pretty much the only Bean movie I have. I know they did a TV show. I used to watch that. I think I watched a lot of that last year in high school. Or not high school, college, whatever. It was, what's it called? The Mr. Bean. I think it was just called Mr. Bean. I'm not sure. Yeah, and this other one that's coming out, I'm pretty excited that this is coming out, because I know as, the only one as of right now that was out the Blu-ray was the first movie, and, finally that they're finally releasing, Part 2 on Blu-ray, which is, the Nutty Professor 2, the KLUMPS on Blu-ray. That was probably one of my favorite ones. And I love the first one too. It is a great movie. And why am I excited about the second one? I don't have the first one on Blu-ray. I don't know. I guess I'm just happy that now both of the remakes are out on Blu-ray, and I think the original one is on Blu-ray as well. I think the 1963 film. Yeah, if you don't know the story of the Nutty Professor, the first one was basically, and Eddie Murphy, he played 5 characters. It's him as this obese person. I think he was trying to find a way to lose weight, and he gets these genetic stuff and puts it inside him, and he turns into this person named Buddy Love. And, and this Buddy Love character, which is the real Eddie Murphy, and, he's controlling the, Sherman Klump character. He's, like, controlling him, and, it's kind of hard, it's complicated to explain, but I always kind of like that one. The second one, I can't really remember much about that one, but I remember really loving that one. It was always one of my favorite ones. Yeah. And I know on, I think they released, like, a unrated director's cut of that movie on DVD. I've been wanting to hit up on that. Just, and unfortunately, I don't think this release is coming out with the unrated cut, but, I guess it is what it is. Alright, the next one that's coming out is Bad Boys 1 and 2. Best Buy exclusive, Steelbook, 4K Ultra HD on Blu-ray. Alright, next one that's coming out. Now, this movie, I don't know if it's like some sort of knockoff to, like, the movies, those Hotel Transylvania movies, but this is a movie called Haunted Transylvania 2 on Blu-ray. Alright, now this next one that's coming out. Now, I haven't seen this movie, but I heard reviews about this movie that it's supposed to be kind of, like, very strange and very weird. And I'm kind of interested in seeing it, but this movie came out from Severin Films, like, in 2014, but now it's getting an Arrow Video release. This is a movie called The Baby. I don't know, I read about it. It seems kind of strange, but I don't know, it looks pretty interesting. Strange, interesting movie. That's what it looks like. From Arrow Video on Blu-ray, so it's coming out from Arrow Video. Alright, the next one that's coming out is Triassic World, which, again, I'm assuming it's like a knockoff to Jurassic World. Alright, now this next one, I don't know what this one was exactly. Cat Sick Blues is coming out. I don't know what that is. I honestly forgot what it was. And of course, I got this popping thing up again, like always in my videos. Hang on a sec, guys. I gotta fix that. Alright, I gotta fix that, I know. There's always something, like, popping. Every time I've been doing this video lately, there's always something popping at this corner right here. I gotta fix that. Sorry, but, yeah. Alright, now these next two that are coming out, it's kind of weird that they're releasing them like this, because, I mean, I guess the show was not doing so well, so I guess they just decided to release them like this. But it's The Exorcist, the complete first season, and The Exorcist, the complete second season coming out. Now, which I'm assuming it's like a remake to the 1970s Exorcist with Linda Blair. But yeah, but the thing I think is weird is because, I mean, every once in a while, they're supposed to, like, release, like, a season, like, if they're going to release the first season now, like, in July, I mean, they will release it in, like, probably either next July or in, like, 4 months from now, But that's just kind of weird that, both of these new shows are coming out to DVD like this. Yeah, they're just only getting DVD releases, but I'm assuming either they're done with the show or it did not do well, so I don't know exactly. I never seen the show. I never even seen The Exorcist. Alright, next one that's coming out is Adventure Time, the final seasons, just on DVD. I believe they released a couple of seasons of those out on Blu-ray. Alright, now the next one here, this is the first Scream and Shout Factory release coming out. Now this movie, I'm kind of a little bit excited in a way, because I know I was going to order it from the UK release, because I think it's the UK release that's region free, but I guess I don't have to do it now since we're already getting one in the US from Scream and Shout Factory. And this movie is not, I just didn't really like this movie, but I'll get it just because, but it's the House on Haunted Hill remake, the 1999 version, from Scream Factory. So, yep, that's the first Scream Factory I have to talk about today. Alright, the next one that's coming out is American Psycho 4K Ultra HD on Blu-ray. Alright, now these next two that are coming out is The Punisher 4K Ultra HD on the Blu-ray, and Punisher Warzone 4K Ultra HD on Blu-ray. Next one that's coming out is The Man in the Iron Mask. That movie sounds so familiar, but it's the 20th anniversary edition from Shout Factory. Alright, the next one that's coming out is People Magazine Investigates Crimes of Fashion, all new series on ID. Then we got American Monster, new season. I don't know what season number it is. And then we got something called Bad Henry, 2-hour special on ID. Alright, now this next one that I have on here, now this is, they're thinking about doing a sequel to that movie that came out in 2012 called Paul. But the sequel, they're thinking about it being called Pauls, P-A-U-L-S, Pauls. Alright, the next one that's coming out, and you know what, it's just kind of weird how Screaming Shout Factory nowadays, now they're just releasing stuff on that has already been released on Blu-ray, you know, like they did The Strangers, Silent Night, Deadly Night, what other ones? Jeepers Creepers, you know, like, but I know, like, last year they were releasing, like, a lot of the, MGM releases, you know, they did, like, you know, Child's Play, Texas Chainsaw 2, Carrie, you know, like, stuff that really did not, in my opinion, did not really need a Screaming Shout Factory release, since we already got them on Blu-ray, you know, that's just the thing I don't really get, but this next one is also one of those ones, really, that I don't think really needs a Blu-ray release, unless that Blu-ray release is out of print, you know, then yes, I would consider that, like the original Dawn of the Dead, or the original I Spit on Your Grave, the original Mother's Day, like, stuff like that, I would kind of hope those, because I already have Mother's Day, I got that from the 88 Films release, but, like, stuff like that, like, them getting, like, a Screaming Shout Factory release, because those are ones that are out of print, like the original releases are out of print, but this next one I have here is Trick or Treat from Scream Factory, which is it's the 2008 anthology horror film, you know, it's that, like, little kid with the that sack on his head, button eyes, lollipop thing for a weapon. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but I've seen that movie once. I haven't seen it since, so, because I had the movie, but, yeah. Alright, this next one that's coming out is House Shark on Blu-ray. Next one that's coming out is Star Wars Rebels, the complete 4th season on Blu-ray. Next one that's coming out is Garfield's Halloween Adventure. And we got Lake Placid Legacy. I don't know if this is part of the Lake Placid, like, franchise or what. I'm assuming it is. The next one that's coming out is Law and Order True Crime, the Menendez murders. I believe I heard about those. Heard about the Menendez murders. Alright, the next one that's coming out is Scorpion, the complete final season. Then we got a movie called Ninja Zombie coming out. Now these next two here, these are being re-released, but of course, you know, they're releasing them in like a in one of those steelbooks, like limited edition steelbooks from Best Buy. Like they got Halloween 2, the 1981 film, steelbook from Shout Factory, and we got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, steelbook from Shout Factory. Now at first, when I heard about Halloween 3, which, you know, that's the one that most people don't like, it's because it has nothing to do with Michael Myers. I honestly thought it was going to be dumb, but when I watched it, because I got that Blu-ray set I got, I actually really liked that one. I mean, even though it had nothing to do with Michael Myers, or, you know, it had nothing to do with that whatsoever, it was like a totally different thing, I honestly enjoyed it. I mean, I just sat there and I just watched it. I don't know, I just loved it so much. And again, I know it's not a good movie, but I don't know. I mean, if they could have really, you know, just changed the names. I don't know, but I don't understand why they called it Halloween 3, though, if it had nothing to do with Michael Myers at all, really, you know? Because the movie was basically a total 100% different thing, so. Alright, now this next one. This I haven't seen on like the BLU-RAY.com website, but I came across it in Walmart the other day, which was the Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 double pack from only Shout Factory, actually. Shout Factory only put this out, not Scream Factory, but it's a double pack, like that thing that came out, which I already have, with the fog and the howling, like you would see in the 788 Blu-ray bin in Walmart. Yeah, but this one was released from Shout Factory only in Walmart. Alright, the next one that's coming out is Supergirl, Warner Archive Collection on Blu-ray. The next one that's coming out is God's Not Dead 3-movie collection on Blu-ray. Now, we got a couple of overseas releases. Not many, but a couple. We got Woody Woodpecker, Blu-ray from the UK, because for some reason, we Americans did not get a US release on Blu-ray. Alright, the next one that's coming out is Incident in a Ghost Land. Digibook, 2-disc limited collector's edition, Blu-ray from Germany. And this other one. Now, it's kind of weird, because I know Scream Factory does this with, like, new releases. And, of course, well, now, they've just been doing it for releases that came out, like, 10 years ago now, you know? And sometimes, the Criterion Collection does it. But, from Error Video did this, actually, which is also, Incident in a Ghost Land. Error Video, Blu-ray from the UK. UK only, because, you know, the Error Video was originally a UK release. Alright, the next one I got here is The Thing, 1982, Amazon exclusive, Steelbook Blu-ray from Germany. The next one here that I got is Swamp Thing from 88 Films. The next one that's coming out is Videodrome, Digibook Blu-ray from Germany. Alright, now this next one, I just read about this last night, and it kind of seemed interesting. I mean, because I know that they were going to remake this movie, but now they're thinking about doing a TV series of this. But this is the People Under the Stairs TV series, so it does sound kind of interesting. And the last one here that I got, now, I'm kind of a little bit curious what this release has. And this is a Scream and Shout Factory. And again, this other one also already has a Blu-ray release, which I, of course, already own. But that is Creepshow on from Scream and Shout Factory Blu-ray, and it's a collector's edition. So I know the edition that I have, the edition that came out back then in 2009, because Warner Brothers released it.
Kind of cool because it's very hot.
Because back then, that was my cat, I'm sorry. Because back then, there was no special features. I think it was just a trailer and that was it. So I'm kind of, you know, curious about what this release has. Like, I don't know if this will have like a, what do you call it? The horror Howl Grounds, what do you call that? The filming locations, where they go back to the filming locations, where there's like a new commentary or something, maybe some deleted scenes, because I know that there was like TV extended editions for this. There was like some deleted scenes on YouTube I found, and they were kind of interesting to read and look at. But that is it for this upcoming movie video, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.